Welcome to the channel. My goal with this video is to create a fair comparison between ACE and Forza Motorsport. It's going to be the first of probably 3 videos, so stay tuned for the next videos. To start off the comparison, I pulled up the showrooms from both games so we can check out the interiors and the car models. And now in my opinion, I'm pretty sure the car models are pretty much the same. They look a little bit different, but part of that is because of how the paint is. In Forza, they have the wrong paint color. It's supposed to have like this two-tone type of thing going on, but I guess they just couldn't be bothered to put it in. Now the showrooms are actually pretty different between the two games. One has like a walk around mode, you can step inside the vehicle. The other one has different settings you can do. Like in ACE, you can turn on the lights, the blinkers and all that. But in Forza, they have it to where you can see the engine and all that. So they have like different pros and cons about them. As far as the outside goes, the models look pretty equivalent to me, but on the inside, I think Forza looks a little bit better. Probably because of the lighting. I'm not sure if it's modeled or textured any better. I think it's just the ray trace ambient occlusion. It makes the materials look a little better. Assetto Corsa still looks good on the inside though. Like you can zoom in way in, and the textures still look fine. The first on-track comparison I wanted to do was Laguna Seca with the Alpine A110. I set both races to clear skies at dawn with 24 times the weather cycle, so it goes like 24 times faster than normal. I think it's like 1 day is 1 hour, something like that. I don't know why Assetto Corsa wasn't at dawn. I set it to 5:40 because you can like set the time, and I put it at 5:40. So I think there's something wrong with that, but yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I noticed that not even just in this car, but overall ACE has much better engine sounds than Forza does. I'll just let y'all have a listen. Now, some of you may have noticed that on the right side, ACE is stuttering quite a bit. I tried so many settings, but I couldn't fix it, so I just had to deal with it this entire time. It makes it pretty hard to drive. Yeah, it's impossible to hit my braking spots with that stutter. I think it has something to do with my CPU. I have a kind of old CPU, but I don't know. They need to get on top of that. I also think ACE needs to improve the force feedback in the game. I remember Forza having that issue, but it seems like it's fixed now. It feels the same as any other game. ACE just doesn't work for some reason. I get that ACE is in early access right now, but they need to get the core features of the game down, so I'm giving them feedback. As far as interiors go, I'm not sure if it's a completely fair comparison because it's an overcast on Assetto Corsa. By the way, I have both the games on dynamic weather right now, so the difference in the weather is just caused by Forza happening to get more clear. and Assetto Corsa just happened to get more hazy, more rainy. But that being said, I think it's still clear that Forza has better textures on the interior. Just based off of what I'm seeing, they're looking more physical and more real. I did notice Forza does have a working G sensor, like for the G forces. Assetto Corsa EVO does have an actually fully working dash though. It's crazy. Watch, you can see it a little bit right there. And the rain physics on the windshield are cool too. And with the windshield wipers, it like moves real. I don't know. I think it's the first time I've ever seen that. Right here I matched up the scenes so you can get like kinda a side-by-side comparison, even though they have different weather conditions. Just easier to compare them. I don't know, it looks pretty realistic for like rain and like, what's it called? Like where Laguna Seca is located in the desert. It looks realistic to me. Maybe it's a little bit flat. Forza looks great though. So now I want to move on to the Ferrari 296. There's not that many cars in ACE right now, so I just chose this one. I have a couple more in the next video, but this is what I chose for now. For some reason, now Assetto Corsa has the wrong color. I don't know. That's not Ferrari red, so I don't know what they were doing, but you can't change the colors. In Forza, Ferrari red was the default color, so I left it like that. Like I mentioned earlier, you can check the engine bay in Forza. In Assetto Corsa, you can't. Like, I don't think they got it modeled or anything. And also there's soft reflections in Forza, so if you look at like the hood and the windows and stuff like that, you can see the reflection of the car on itself. In Assetto Corsa, there's none of that. And there's not much to look for right here. Just, again, I think the materials just look uncontestedly better in Forza than it does in ACE. I tried to get them on the same track or similar tracks. Forza doesn't have Imola, and ACE doesn't have any, like barely any tracks, right? So I just put Forza Mugello, which is another Italian track, and ACE on Imola. Both of them were set to partly cloudy and dynamic weather. I don't know what's up with ACE. I guess partly cloudy means really cloudy. I don't know. Or maybe that's just partly cloudy. I don't know. But it looks more cloudy than I think it should. It looks a little bit washed out. I did want to mention that the AI is so much better on Forza. In ACE, it's terrible. Probably the worst AI I've ever seen in a racing game. Oh my god, bro. They don't care where you're at, and they don't even fight you. So it's like they're aggressive and they're passive at the same time. Like right now, if you look at Forza, you can see I'm having like a battle, even making contact and all that. Like they'll still battle you and stuff. In ACE, if you pass one, they just let you go past. That's it. Yeah. You see, I'm crashing a ton on ACE. I have like no force feedback. It just feels like one of those arcade wheels. The car is already like loose and squirrely, so you need to feel what the tires are doing. But in ACE, I just can't feel what the tires are doing. In Forza, it's a lot easier to control the car, but even though they do handle very similar, I'm surprised how similar they feel. Like Forza and Assetto Corsa EVO, I feel like you can pick up slides similar. My lap times are similar when I can actually control the car. I noticed that Assetto Corsa has much better engine sounds than Forza. I don't know how hard it could be, like, just record the sounds. They've had how many years to work on this? Like, come on, bro. Anyways, Forza, they need to turn up the bass. The engines have like no bass. I don't know what's up with that. Assetto Corsa sounds pretty much right. I don't know how hard it could be to just turn up the bass. Look at this track entry. We do not look at our mirrors here, bro. Get out the way. I don't think Assetto Corsa looks bad graphically. I just feel like it falls short, especially in 2025. It's an early access, so I guess you have to give it some grace. But they definitely need to work on it. Like, specifically, I'm looking at like the track details, like the foliage, like with the trees and the grass and the dirt and stuff like that. Some of the textures don't look good enough. I think it also needs better shadows and ambient occlusion. Also, it should not be running this way based on how it looks, and I think that might be a CPU thing, so it's not GPU bound, but it still needs to be running better. Right there, Forza didn't sound so bad. I think Forza has good spatial audio and like reverb and stuff like that. They just need to work on the engine sounds really. Just add bass back to the engines. And I forgot to put this at the beginning of the video, but here's the settings I'm running on Forza, and I'm going to show you ACE right now. I have it set to 1440p, which is my native resolution for my monitor. And this is important, you need to have dynamic render quality at high. If you don't, your settings are going to go down by themselves. I don't know. It's like if you don't get high enough frame rate, your settings go down. And I have FSR 2.0 instead of TAA because I just think it looks more clear. I would put it at native, but they don't have the option, so I just had to put it at quality. Right here you can see the dynamic render quality is at high. The performance target is at 60. I would put it higher, but they don't have 120. I don't know why. And I don't want to have it unlocked, so I just put it at 60. Antistropic Filtering 4 times. This one's important. Alright, you need to have RTAO on or else the game's not going to look good. it doesn't really affect performance as much as you'd think, even though it's ray tracing. You just have to have it on. You can see I have RTAO at low, but it still looks fine. Shadow quality high, Cubemap reflection low. Car model quality needs to be at high, or else you're gonna get really low quality models. Livery quality don't matter. Reflection quality high. These are all settings I figured out, so if you need to copy settings, these are right here. Feel free to copy them. Motion blur, that's just a personal preference. Now for Assetto Corsa EVO, you can see resolution is at 1440p, 16:9, 60 FPS, full screen for performance. In graphics, in this game you can actually do what I wanted to do and put FSR at native, but since I wanted to have like the same settings as Forza, right, make it a fair comparison, I just put it to quality. I really wish I could put it higher though. I just had to put it at quality. I don't know. MSAA 4 times, Antistropic Filtering medium, texture pool high, just trying to get the same settings. Level of detail medium. I haven't really optimized these settings, so I don't know if I have the best, most performant ones, but it's gonna change anyways, right, because it's an alpha. So that was the video. Hope you liked the comparison. I'm gonna have, I think, 2 more coming in the way of next week, so stay tuned for those. Make sure to take care, y'all. Stay safe. It's much love. Subscribe. Share the video, first of all. Comment if you need to. I'm out.